Okay, we're at Nauset Light on Cape Cod, and this scene right here is just, it's picture perfect to talk generally about computational photography. Uh, this is a shot that would be very difficult for a conventional or a traditional camera because we have lots of shadow in the foreground and lots of highlight in the background. You can clearly see it, right? The lighthouse is all lit up, the sky is a different exposure temperature, and then you have all this foreground. If I had a conventional camera, I'd take my spot meter, I'd lock it on the lighthouse, and then I'd maybe tweak the exposure a little bit, and then let the rest of it just kind of go dark. Computational photography, I mean, just look at it. Oh my goodness. This is nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm not tapping to focus. I haven't adjusted the brightness slider. I literally have opened up my screen and I'm shooting away. And it is, I mean, it's phenomenal. We have proper exposure on the foreground. We have perfect exposure on the lighthouse. And lo and behold, we even have proper and optimum exposure on the clouds in the background. That's foreground, midground, and background perfectly exposed. And what you're seeing right now is the computational power of the iPhone. I'm just going to keep shooting through this. I'll shoot a super wide shot. I could tap if I wanted and drag the exposure down a little bit, but I don't need to. I mean, that's almost just about perfect. It's a little too wide for me. I'm going to go 1x, but look at that. Like, whoops. And I don't know. Oh, stay with me on this. Having more control. Let's say that you're not going to buy into the computational photography thing, and you're not really a big believer in the camera app that comes with the iPhone, and that you want to use third-party apps because they give you more control. Friends, listen, after 10 years and a million shots, having more control does not equal better photograph. Having more control does not equal more creative photographs. Having more control does not mean you're a smarter, better photographer. This right here, the fact that I can open up my camera and it can expose for the foreground, midground, and background, are you kidding me? It's unbelievable. And it is the power of the phone, it's the power of the iPhone, and it is the power of computational photography. I'm going to get back to it. Okay, same scene. As John is filming me doing this thing, it was a little bit under cloud cover, so we had kind of a manageable dynamic range for the phone, foreground, midground, background, and all the computational mojo of the phone worked, and it really looked great. Now, full sun. And now what I'm going to do is that, yeah, I could take it and just shoot it in automatic mode, but I can already see from the phone that's going to be a problem because the dynamic range of the scene exceeds the dynamic range of the sensor, right? So that white on the lighthouse is way brighter than the foreground. It's way brighter than the white clouds. It's way brighter than the dapple light on the bark of the tree. It's way lighter than the blue sky. So I have to expose for the highlight. So now I'm not going to shoot it in auto. I'm going to open up the camera, which I have here. I'm going to tap on the white part of the lighthouse. I'm locked, my exposure is locked, and I'm going to drag that exposure down till I have something that's a little more manageable. Tap, drag. Tap to focus, drag to brighten or darken. In this case, I'm going to darken. And again, like all of photography, the whole point of photography is to get the dynamic range of the scene within the dynamic range of the sensor. Once those two two things gel, you've got a great photograph, like we got here. It's amazing. I mean, I've been a photographer for a long time. I've had a camera in my hand for almost 45 years, and I'm flabbergasted. I am dumbfounded. I am so impressed with the computational power of the iPhone and how close it can get to the way my eyes actually see and experience the subject, scenes, scenarios that I shoot. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Apple.